Ukraine has launched attacks on Russia's logistical and military infrastructure, aiming to neutralize warehouses housing Iskander missiles. Ukraine is actively targeting Russian supply lines with precision strikes. Ukrainian drones have successfully attacked and destroyed several Russian arms depots, including munitions sourced from North Korea. In a major offensive operation, Ukrainian military reports indicate they've destroyed thousands of tons of weaponry. A train loaded with 2,000 tons of ammunition was also targeted. Ukraine has dealt a significant blow to Russian leader Vladimir Putin by executing one of its most substantial operations, targeting Russia's rear areas with overnight drone strikes. Here's the full story. Soldier, today we find ourselves at a critical juncture in the conflict. According to a statement released on the Ukrainian General Staff's social media, Ukraine carried out strikes on ammunition depots used by the Russian army in the Krasnodar and Tver regions overnight. The report details a recent attack on a depot located in Toretsk, Krasnodar, highlighting that this arsenal is among the 3 largest ammunition depots in Russia and serves as a crucial logistics hub for supporting Russian forces. The Russians have been storing artillery and missile systems for Iskander and Point U complexes at a facility near Oktyabrski, which has become a key target for SBU drones. This base, located about 300 kilometers from the front line, plays a critical role in supplying the southern and eastern contingents of the Russian army. The density of munitions at this site often exceeds standard levels, making it a high-priority target. Additionally, part of the artillery ammunition was transported to this base from North Korea. The Toretsk base is one of the 3 primary storage sites for ammunition received from North Korea, making it a logistical and strategic linchpin in ongoing operations. Its proximity to the front line allows for faster transport of munitions from Tycor to tactical depots. Analysts note this aligns perfectly with Russia's doctrine of forward deployment. A report revealed that a train carrying over 2,000 tons of ammunition was located in the depot's vicinity during the attack. This ammunition reportedly included supplies from North Korea. Andriy Kovalenko, head of the NSDC's Center for Counteracting Disinformation, confirmed that North Korean missiles were indeed stored at the targeted base in the Toretsk region of Krasnodar, Russia. Reports from the Russian Ministry of Defense indicate that air defense systems successfully shot down over 100 drones in multiple regions. The effects of the strikes revealed crucial information about Ukraine's strategic objectives. Following the attacks on Russia's military infrastructure and vital logistical hubs, fires erupted in several areas, prompting civilian evacuations. One of the most notable aspects of the assault was the precision strike on an ammunition depot near the village of Tseny, in Krasnodar. In Toretsk, we witnessed fragments of munitions falling and intense explosions taking place. Due to the severity of the blasts, authorities made the decision to evacuate a nearby village. However, the full scope of the attack will only be revealed after satellite image analysis. The exact amount of ammunition stored at the base remains unclear. The 719th Artillery Ammunition Base near Tycor in Krasnodar, which was captured, is considered comparable to arsenals in the Tver region that have been attacked in recent days. This military facility spans approximately 1 square kilometer and was used to store munitions and artillery systems. In a recent update, the White House confirmed that as of October 13, 2020, the facility in the Toretsk region has been identified as a storage site for North Korean ammunition. This development is crucial for understanding the current geopolitical landscape. Since last fall, there has been a significant increase in Russian operations around the base. Stay alert and keep an eye on the situation. Upon reviewing satellite images, it became clear that the structure is divided into 2 operational zones: a command center and a storage area. The headquarters zone comprised the main command center, administrative and technical structures, vehicle and equipment maintenance and repair facilities, a compact communication center, open storage zones, and small depots for operational needs. The storage zone housed approximately 4 earth-covered bunkers, 27 rows of warehouses, several buildings, 2 small storage depots, 2 open paved storage parks for vehicles and equipment, and a designated railway access line for loading and unloading munitions, artillery systems, and equipment. Satellite images also revealed the presence of about 27 rail cars of various types, along with a limited number of storage and transport containers and trailers located along the railway line and main access route. Subsequent satellite observations detected a significant increase in storage facility construction, with approximately 280 facilities observed, about half of which were already occupied. Analysts speculated that various types of munitions may have been strategically stored in separate depots or distributed according to the specific needs of designated field units. The count of different types of rail cars rose to around 90, and there was also an increase in the number of trucks at the facility's entrances. At that time, about 80 rail cars were in motion. The warehouses were at 35% capacity, and the area was bustling with activity. Analysts have determined that Toretsk is a key munitions depot crucial to sustaining ongoing operations. In the ongoing conflict with Ukraine, despite Russia's efforts to downplay the impact of the attacks, the British Ministry of Defense reports that the strike on Taikor could have caused significant losses, as it serves as one of the largest ammunition depots supporting Russia's military operations in Ukraine. The Tver region has also faced similar attacks. Ukrainian drones have targeted the 2nd GRAU arsenal, located near the village of Oktyabrski. That night, our special forces carried out a precision strike on the infrastructure of the Shova military airport. This site is critical, as it serves as a launch point for Russia's strategic Tu-22M bombers that target Ukraine. Intelligence reports indicate that a fire has broken out at the arsenal, and containment efforts are still ongoing. The situation is evolving, and the full extent of the fire has yet to be assessed. Following the incident, the Staraya Torop train station was completely evacuated. Several passenger trains were either cancelled or rerouted to ensure safety and maintain operational integrity. Air defense systems were activated across 8 regions of Russia. Fortunately, no casualties or significant damage were reported, as the drones were successfully intercepted in the Bryansk region and over the Sea of Azov. It's clear that Ukraine is executing a calculated strategy, focusing on key assets such as ammunition depots and critical fuel and energy infrastructure. This is a tactical move demonstrating precision and intent in its operations. The city of Taikor, in Krasnodar territory, has also been hit. In this region, our air defense systems managed to shoot down 2 drones. However, after the drones were shot down, fires erupted due to the debris, triggering a series of explosions from explosive materials nearby. In response to the situation, local authorities ordered the evacuation of a nearby village to ensure the safety of its residents. People were swiftly relocated to nearby settlements, and a shelter center was set up in the area to provide safety and support. In recent months, Ukraine has intensified its operations, attacking targets within Russian territory, with a rise in drone strikes. These recent attacks are clearly aimed at dismantling Russia's logistical and military capabilities, a calculated move within Ukraine's broader strategy. Ammunition depots and fuel facilities are critical to Russia's military operations, and destroying them is essential to disrupting their capabilities. The intensity and wide geographical reach of these attacks clearly indicate that Ukraine's drone production capabilities have significantly increased, enabling more frequent and large-scale operations against Russia. Through these strategic operations, Ukraine is testing Russia's defensive capabilities while exposing its logistical vulnerabilities. Although Russia's air defense systems are fully operational to counter these attacks, safeguarding key strategic locations from Ukraine's strikes is becoming an escalating challenge. These major Ukrainian drone attacks represent a crucial phase of the ongoing conflict. The strikes pose a significant threat to Russia's rear areas, which have long been considered safe zones. By targeting ammunition and energy infrastructure, Ukraine demonstrates a strategic focus on the logistical aspects of the conflict. We can anticipate an increase in drone attacks in the near future, regardless of the strength of Russia's air defense systems. Ukraine's strategic maneuvers could significantly influence the course of the conflict. Simultaneously, these attacks are leading to the evacuation of civilian areas in the region and the implementation of widespread security protocols. This highlights that the conflict is extending beyond the front lines, reaching deep into both sides' strategic objectives. Ultimately, Russians claim that the conflict is coming back to them like a boomerang. Zelensky is counting on the United States to act quickly as more Russian weapons depots come under fire. Ukrainian drones have successfully attacked several Russian arms depots, leading to the destruction of thousands of tons of weaponry, according to the Ukrainian General Staff. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is scheduled to travel to the White House next week. Zelensky is pushing for the United States to increase its military support, particularly calling for advanced weaponry, specifically long-range strike capabilities, something he plans to discuss in his upcoming meeting with President Joe Biden. Zelensky asserts that this would be a crucial element of a strategic victory plan aimed at ending the conflict and initiating negotiations with Russia. Listen closely, friends. A major Ukrainian drone strike has ignited multiple Russian arms depots, destroying thousands of tons of weaponry, including missiles from North Korea. According to the Ukrainian General Staff, this is a game-changer on the battlefield. Meanwhile, President Volodymyr Zelensky is pushing for immediate assistance from the United States to supply additional weaponry, presenting a multi-point victory plan as he prepares for his upcoming visit to the White House next week. Overnight, Ukraine launched a barrage of more than 100 drones against Russia and the occupied Crimean Peninsula, as reported by Russian media and the Ministry of Defense on Saturday. The recent attack set fire to an arms depot just a few kilometers from another depot that was targeted by Ukrainian drones earlier this week. That attack caused the death of one person and led to a major fire. Just 10 hours ago, we witnessed a significant strike on arms and ammunition depots in Russia's southern Krasnodar region. The victory plan that Zelensky will present to U.S. President Joe Biden includes long-range strike capabilities and other essential weaponry that Kyiv has long sought. This will lay the groundwork for future negotiations with Russia. Zelensky has consistently highlighted the development of this plan but has kept its details under wraps, stating only that it includes terms Ukraine considers acceptable for negotiations with Russia. This marks the starting point and foundation for talks with Russia, regardless of the format or the representatives involved. There is always a strategy in motion and something to present, he emphasized. Zelensky also pointed out that the U.S.'s reluctance to allow Ukraine to use Western weaponry for deep strikes in Russia stems from concerns over potential escalation by Moscow, a major nuclear power. In response, Ukraine has taken the initiative to use its own resources for strikes on Russian territory. In this context, Ukraine is ready to assert its capacity to manufacture several million drones annually. Defense Minister Rustomov declared that Ukraine has the ability to produce several million unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs, per year. This year, we've declared our intention to acquire over 1 million drones from the market. We haven't yet revealed production numbers, but we have the capacity to produce several million drones. Part of the funding comes from the state budget, while the rest is covered by our partners. Our operational capacity exceeds several million drones. That's what we are capable of achieving, stated the defense minister. He made it clear, next year, we won't let the enemy get ahead of us. We are preparing to significantly increase production compared to this year. He confirmed Ukraine's strategic improvement in missile capabilities. We are striving to match our missile capabilities with our drone operations, he said. On December 19, 2023, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky made a bold commitment. Ukraine will increase its production capacity to deliver 1 million drones by 2024. This is a significant step in the ongoing efforts to enhance national defense and technological prowess. On March 20, 2024, Ukrainian Minister of Digital Transformation Mikhailo Fedorov announced that with increased financial support from Western governments, Ukraine has the potential to boost drone production to an impressive 2 million units annually. This is a strategic move that could greatly enhance Ukraine's capabilities. On August 6, Zelensky confirmed that a contract had been signed with Ukrainian manufacturers to produce 1 million drones in 2024, with plans to further increase that number. Assessing the current state of the conflict, it's clear that Ukraine will not allow the Russian Federation to leverage its arsenal in the drone war. Make sure to hit the follow button and give this video a thumbs up to stay updated with the latest developments.